everyone, my name is Martin from Finance Oracle. I am here again to share with you beautiful tips about how you can change and improve your business. Today I am here to share with you business ideas, management ideas. Well, we are going to be looking at growing your business through branding. How to grow your business through branding. You know, sometimes when we talk about branding, people think that branding has to do with either websites or it is just the logo or colors and stuff like that. No, branding is much beyond that. Branding has to do with everything you do to grow a business. Branding is simply the process of creating a distinct identity for a business in the mind of a targeted audience or consumer. So when you talk about branding, you're trying to create a distinct identity about your business. So it's just that story or that identity a company makes, that stands out from competitors that sell similar products. So there is one simple goal about branding, and that goal is to earn space in the mind of your target audience, and also become their preferred option for doing business. Well, I will be discussing about 3 brands just briefly before I continue. If you know KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, they said, "We do chicken," that is a slogan. And if you look at it, they have 14 secret spices which has made their recipe for their chicken great. They also have great recipe for salad, and people have known them for this. So simply they say, "We do chicken." So if you think about where to get the best made chicken, you think about KFC. That is what they've created in the heart of their consumers. So that is an example of branding. If you look at a company called Burger King, they make all sort of burgers. They make big burger, small one, giant burger, medium one, and stuff like that. If you want it spicy, they give it to you. If you want it salty, they give it to you. If you want it with salad or with vegetables or with chicken, you get it all sorted. So that is why they said, "Have it your way." That is their slogan, "Have it your way." Whatever way you want it, you have it. And one that interests me the most is a company called Bosch. Bosch is a company that produces engineering products, things like plugs and nozzles, some electrical gadgets anyway, plugs, solenoids, and all that. And you know what they said? They said, in fact, I was in an aeroplane traveling, and I took a big newspaper, started reading it. Just in the middle, I saw Bosch at one corner of the paper, and boldly they wrote, "We are Germans." So that was like, what is this? Why do they have to take the whole paper to write 3-letter words, "We are Germans"? Because they know that Germans are good in engineering products, and German itself has become a brand. And they say, okay, there is no better way we can tell people that we have great quality other than to say we are Germans. So once you pick any products like plug or whatever it is, and you sit on it, Bosch. So this is produced in Germany, it must be a good product. So that alone has been a way to do what? To establish their brand. So, branding has to do with many things, and branding has to start before you register your business. It has to start from selecting your company name and all the rest of them. For example, I have an eatery named Spice and Slice. So if you hear Spice and Slice, it's either something that has to do with an eatery or something close to it. So your name should reflect what you do. It's not in all cases that people choose that name, but as much as possible, think about it. Your logos and your color. Your logo and your color should also reflect to what you do. It may not necessarily be drawing a food, but it may be something that will point out to it is not far away from these possibilities. The mission statement or slogan, just like the one we say, "We are Germans," it should be strong enough to convince people that you have a distinct identity. Then in some cases, you may be thinking of getting for your employees a uniform. For example, you run a hotel business and your employees are wearing whatever they want to wear. No, they have to be on uniform. That will make them look smart, appealing to customer, and have that pleasant identity. Then the quality of workers is very important. You may not necessarily employ just only graduates, but should be people who have created positive work habits, people who are able to communicate in writing and in spoken English, people who are able to put up good work habits. It's not just people who will come and give you a negative input in your workplace. Then you must develop a quality management system. Just think about it. You're making a product which you like a snack, and today it tastes like you blended it with cashew, and tomorrow it's like you blended it with granules. So your customers will become confused. Are you sure this is the brand I talked about last time? So you should be able to stick to. There's nothing wrong with development and growth and changes, but then it has to be over a long time frame. It shouldn't be something that happens frequently, and it should be well stated, and the objectives and plan has to be done properly. And again, importantly, is packaging. As a brand, you need to package yourself. First, you need to package your product and services. You're making clothing, you should think about how to package it to look good, so that when people see your clothing, they say, yes, this is of good quality. Be aware that the amount you spend in packaging, that you're going to get it back, because you're going to now sell that product at a higher value. So you're going to make them back. Then as a brand, you have to be on social media. You must have a social media presence. Currently now, if you're a business and you're not on social media, then a lot of things are missing. You're going to miss a lot of things. And then have a website too for your business. Well, one easy way to make branding look great and produce great results is treat your brand like a person. If you treat your brand like a person, it's going to have three characters. Firstly, is that your brand should have an identity, who it is. If someone comes to your brand, let's say for example KFC, they should be able to say, oh, I went to KFC, I ate there, it was so wonderful. Man, you would like to visit KFC. Now, they are treating your brand to have an identity. Then the next one is your brand should have how it behaves. It should have a personality. Oh man, if you eat in KFC, it's so delicious, you will never, you will really enjoy it. It tastes so good, their salad is so wonderful, their chicken is so good and so crispy, all that. So it should have a personality. And lastly, your brand should give an experience. How it is being remembered. Oh, KFC is such a wonderful place. I really wish I would be there again soon. My friend, you really need to be there and see how. When you've been able to establish these three things, you realize that your brand has been treated like a person. And how do you make your brand grow? By giving it these three descriptive identities. And you need to ask yourself a question about your brand. How would your brand introduce itself? If it had to describe its appearance, how would it do so? Your brand should have a way to introduce itself. And how do you introduce yourself? By your quality, by the things which you do, and the things which people have known you for. One important thing is consistency. This will help you a lot. You have to be consistent. Consistency is actually essential for branding, because it builds trust and shows customers that your values are authentic. That is exactly, considering that you are consistent with your product and services, and people having marketed your product and services are able to refer back to it and say, yes, it is actually what we've said to people. So if your product is not consistent, today it's like peanuts blended, tomorrow is like cashew, another day is like something else, then you've lost consistency. Then people are not able to trust your brand and its authenticity. Is marketing. It makes your marketing quite easy. It is easier for you, having branded yourself, having been known for people to say, oh, come on, I'm from Spice and Slice, we do this. Oh, no, we know you. In fact, I've been dreaming of when I can be able to get your products. So because you've been able to do good branding, immediately your product is widely acceptable. Again, it shows you understand your target audience, because when you brand towards a particular target audience. So you also don't need to appeal to every market segment. You need to concentrate in certain market segment. If you want to brand a product and you want to be a manufacturer of clothing, and you want to be manufacturing shoes, you want to be making cap and belt in the same business line, you may not get it right. But if you're making shoes and you stick to shoes and maybe you add something like sandal, then you get it right. But if you're going to be making shoes, there are businesses who have done that, but of course, they're big businesses, not small businesses. So you have to concentrate and stick to a market segment. And branding will also help you to improve your content marketing. When you've branded, it is easy for you to do content marketing and get it more efficiently. And both being seen online, people can easily search for you online and they'll find you. And branding is simply a way of drawing attention to your customers. So with good branding, your two-way to go in making good business. Try to brand your business today. Do not remain the ancient day type business who say, no, this is how we do it. I've seen a man who say, no, social media is still, no, I don't want to be social. No, business have gone beyond the ancient day business. You have to stick to what is working, what people are doing differently that have kept them in market. If you're able to brand yourself, your business will speak for itself. With just little marketing, you are going to go far and you're going to achieve your target goals. Therefore, today, whatever business you're doing, you need to brand it. And you need to brand it in a way that it will appeal to the heart of your customers. You should be able to brand it in a way that is going to set a distinct identity of your business. Then you will be sure to achieve great results. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to share, do not forget to subscribe.